mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. It's a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. We're back, we're back, we're back. And so's he. Da 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 da. Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge thought all week about how they could get to Ponyland, but on Friday the 17th of February 2006 they had still come up with no answer. I think that we may as well just give up, Sparkle said. We are never going to see our friends again. For once I agree with a ginger skinny guinea, Splodge added. Don't be stupid, Desiree said. What if the black ponies and their helpers are attacking again? We're not being stupid, Sparkle replied indignantly. In fact, I think I'm being the most sensible of the lot of you. What? You've not said anything that I don't agree on, and I haven't made it clear that I don't agree on. Don't start another argument. We have more important things to do. We must find another rainbow. Who's being stupid now? Sparkle is right. Where do you actually think you're going to find another rainbow, Desiree? Well, there must be another rainbow somewhere. The ponies would not have left it so that if this rainbow got destroyed, we would have no way to get up there. Because we were one of their only chances to ever defeat the black pony. In fact, probably their only chance. What's that got to do with anything? Splodge said, looking up at his owner. Well, if they had left us with only one rainbow, then obviously if the rainbow got destroyed, which it obviously has done, then there's no way for us to get to Ponyland. That's why I think that somewhere there must be another rainbow. Somewhere there must be another rainbow that we can use to get to Ponyland. Well, really, I don't see. I mean, it seems too good to be. Although even the thought of it is grand. But somewhere there must be another rainbow. The ponies would have it no other way. But something of that size could hardly take you by surprise. Why do you think they'd hide it, Desiree? It really seems to us there is no way. But there must be another rainbow somewhere. So we must start searching tomorrow morn. I think a discovery like that would be very rare. Do you propose to start digging up the lawn? I believe there is another rainbow somewhere, and the three of us can find it, that is true. But do not you suppose that if hidden one of those wouldn't show a streak of yellow, red or blue? Now we are quite sure that the maddest one around here must be you. So do you think that we should give up on the ponies? Well, we might as well, because there's no way to get to Ponies. Wait a moment. Beg your pardon, but could it be that we forgot one place in the garden? I know that somewhere there must be another rainbow, and that's the place where it's most likely to be. I think we'll find a way to see our friends sometime over the weekend. It's the only place that we forgot, you see. I'm hoping more and more. In fact, I'm pretty sure the garden shed is where that rainbow can be found. And so, even though Sparkle and Splodge had already decided that it was pointless looking in the garden shed, they agreed that tomorrow, when the rats who lived in the garden, who they had decided had something to do with the Black Pony of Darkness, would be less likely to attack them, they would go down to the garden shed and see if another rainbow could be found there. If there was nothing down the shed that would be of any use to them, though, Desiree had no more ideas on how they could get to Ponyland and see their friends. Desiree and the two guinea pigs ventured down the garden and looked at the shed door. There was a beam of strange coloured light glowing beneath the door. "Oh dear, I really don't like the look of that," Splodge said. "Well, I must admit neither do I," Desiree said. "But we're going to have to go in there and find out what's going on in there. 'Cause already they could hear scrabbling noises inside." "Wait a moment," Sparkle said, as Desiree was just about to undo the catch on the door. "I think I just heard a voice." The three of them listened, and sure enough they could hear a faint, muffled voice. They couldn't tell who it belonged to, or even if it was male or female, but it was certainly muttering the words, "Somebody's coming, hide it." And then another voice replied, "Where are we supposed to hide it? It's so big." And then a third voice said, "I expect they can see it from outside." "We must go in there," Desiree whispered. "I'm sure that the rainbow is in there, and I don't care how many people we have to fight to get it back. We must go to Ponyland and see how our friends are." Desiree pushed the door, and the guinea pig shivered as it creaked slowly open. The light got brighter, and Desiree saw what it was. The rainbow lay rolled up in the middle of the shed floor. They could easily walk right in and get it, apart from the fact that as the rainbow's light shone brightly around the shed, they could see shadows in amongst the clutter. "I told you there was someone coming, didn't I?" said a familiar voice from behind the open shed door. "Yes, you certainly did that, Eleanor," said another familiar voice. "But look, it's just that pathetic Earth girl and her two horrible guinea pigs. We easily outnumber them." "Yes, we certainly do that." Well, we meet again," said a familiar, nasty voice from the other side of the shed. The black pony of darkness stepped out of the shadows into the light coming from the rainbow. "And this time you are trapped," said Mary Clopton, his helper, stepping out beside him. The shed door closed behind them. "That is certainly true. You are trapped," Eleanor said. "And so soon we shall be leaving," Mary said. "But not before we've told you the situation. Do you think that we'll let the four of you get away with it?" "Yes, actually I do," said the black pony of darkness. "Especially when you see that there are more of us." Desiree turned around to see what they meant. "Oh no! Look, Desiree, it's helper number 31 and helper number 34 with two black ponies. I didn't realize that they had black ponies who they specifically helped. I thought we'd had a splendid idea that they just helped all of the ponies." No, Mary Clopton said. "Those are their black pony friends. The black pony of dislike and the black pony of unhappiness. 20 and 21 are here as well, with their black pony friends, misery and disasters. Yes, and so are two helpers who you horrible creatures have never had the pleasure to meet. Helper number 45 and 46 with them." Two women dressed in black dresses stepped out of the shadows. "And And so, now that you have had the pleasure of meeting these two lovely ladies, and these two black ponies who you had never heard of, the black pony of dislike and the black pony of unhappiness, we shall be going. Goodbye, girl from Earth. The black pony snarled, and he hopped through the door, rolling the rainbow in front of him. I do hope that you have fun, trapped in the shed and meeting our other friends, Mary Cluckton said, and she smiled a nasty smile at Desiree and the two guinea pigs. Eleanor Glastonbury, the black pony of lightning, helpers number 45 and 46, helpers number 21 and 34, with their two black ponies, followed, with helpers number 20 and 31 following right at the back, with their two black ponies, the black pony of misery and the black pony of dislike. The two black ponies glared at Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge, and as the three of them glared back, they just caught sight of the two black ponies' helpers just for a moment, with a nasty grin on each of their faces as they slammed the shed door. Come on, Desiree said, we can't let them get away with it. They'll climb up the rainbow and roll it up and take it into Ponyland, and then we'll never have a chance of ever getting up there. She and the guinea pigs ran to the door, but found that the door had been locked from the outside. There was no way that they could escape. And then they heard the squeaking noises behind them. Sparkle, Splodge and their owner turned around and saw a giant rat's nest. Welcome to your new home, said one of the rats standing on top of the nest. The only problem is, we don't like a human and two guinea pigs coming into our place. It was Nightmare and Stormcloud, two of the black pony's rat friends, and hundreds of babies. But one thing that magical Ponyland rats were not able to do was climb. They had their magic powers instead. And so Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge managed to climb up to the one and only window in the shed, which was quite high up on the wall, and they were able to sit on the high window ledge. Desiree started to bash on the glass, shouting, hoping that somebody in the house would hear them. All she had told her parents was that they were going to try to get up to Ponyland, and so they would not suspect that anything had gone wrong for several hours. They may not even suspect anything until tomorrow, thinking that Desiree and her guinea pigs were so pleased to see their pony friends again that they had decided to stay overnight, especially if one of the black ponies sent a note in Desiree's handwriting, as they had once before, saying that they were staying with their pony friends for the night. And so it looked as though Desiree and the guinea pigs would be stuck in the shed with the black pony's rat friends for quite some time. As Desiree had suspected, the black pony of darkness had forged a note from her and sent it to her mother, saying that she would be staying with the ponies overnight. Jackie Alder only started to suspect that something was wrong when Desiree didn't return the following morning, as which the note had said that she would. She walked down to the bottom of the garden and pressed the hidden flower button, which she knew her daughter pressed when she wanted to travel to Ponyland. When nothing happened, she knew that something was wrong. "Sparkle, Splodge," Desiree said inside the shed. And then she whispered to them, "Look, Mummy's outside. If we can get her attention, then hopefully she'll come and save us. But we must try not to get the rat's attention, Sparkle replied. Yeah, we don't want to do that, do we? Added Splodge. Desiree tapped on the inside of the window, and Jackie looked up. She didn't realise that the sound had come from the shed though, and so she was left looking all around, puzzled. Desiree tried again. Jackie started to walk back up the path. It's no good, Desiree said, louder this time. We can't help it. There's no other way. We'll have to shout to get her attention. We're trapped in here, Desiree shouted. Please come and help us, Jackie, Sparkle said. Where are you? Jackie asked, still looking puzzled. We're in here, of course, in the shed, Splodge shouted. Look up at the window and you'll see us. Jackie looked up at the window and saw the three of them peering down at her. How did you get in there? Well, we came down here last night looking for the rainbow, and then they was all around us, you see, and... Oh, never mind, I'll come and open the door, Jackie said. No, you can't do that, Desiree called back. There are rats in here, and they'll run up the path and get through the back door into the house. But it was too late. Jackie had already opened the door. Desiree and the two guinea pigs jumped down from the window ledge and got out of the shed as fast as they could. The rats were following behind them. A few of the rats managed to get out of the shed before the door was closed. The two humans and the two guinea pigs raced up the garden path and through the back door. Close the door, quickly, Desiree shouted. Jackie managed to get the door shut just before any of the rats could get inside. Nightmare and Stormcloud stood just outside the back door, chattering their teeth angrily, with some of the baby rats behind them. But there was no way that they could get into the house. That was close, Jackie said. Yes, but luckily not close enough, Desiree replied. So why were you in the shed? What did happen last night? Desiree and the two guinea pigs quickly explained. And so it seems there's no way that I'm ever going to see my brother again, Splodge said. Or my brother, Sparkle added. And obviously the black ponies and their helpers are still around, Desiree said. And now they've got the rainbow. And I hate to think what's going on in Ponyland. I can't think of any way that we can get there. No, neither can I. And two of the people who I saw down the shed last night looked rather familiar. I didn't see their faces, but I have the feeling that we've seen them somewhere in the last few weeks, and not in particularly nice circumstances. Splodge and I could identify who helper number 20 and helper number 34 were, finally, and Sparkle thinks that he knows who helper number 31 is, although he hasn't had a chance to tell me yet. And I wouldn't want to say that horrible name anyway, and I have no intention of doing so. I may be wrong anyway. I think I have a good idea who helper number 21 is as well. And at least now we know two more names of the black ponies. The question is, how can we get the rainbow back? I really don't know, Desiree said. But we must get it back, because now we know that the black ponies and their helpers and their rat friends are around. I have a feeling that something terrible is happening in Ponyland at this very moment. And while there is no rainbow there, I can't do anything at all to help the MLPs to defeat the black ponies. And also, we'll never find out anything about our family history,
Splodge promised me he was going to try and track down Ash and Fiery. And Trevor and Travis.
That's why we must get the rainbow back. If we could get the rainbow back, then I'm sure we could defeat the Black Ponies and all of their helpers. And then you would be able to research your family histories in peace. Because once the Black Ponies and their helpers are gone, they will never steal the rainbow again, obviously. Which means that we will have permanent access to Ponyland, which by that time will be perfectly safe.
It's a nice dream, Desiree, but I don't think it's likely to happen.
No, said Sparkle. I don't think it's likely to happen either. It will happen, because we will make sure it happens. We will get the rainbow back, and we will defeat all of the Black Ponies and their helpers.
This is ridiculous,
Dodge said to his owner on Friday, February the 24th.
I haven't had any cucumber cake in days.
And it was true. Obviously, all of the ponies and their pets had only had the food which had been in the buildings with them at the time when the Black Ponies and their helpers had captured them on Monday the 13th of February.
And now all of our food is being rationed. I really don't think that it's fair.
The Black Ponies and their helpers and the black fences which surrounded the buildings, which they couldn't surround, were still in place. The Black Ponies and their helpers had brought lots of food with them and were camping outside the specific buildings which they had decided to guard, rather than putting the black fences up.
It isn't fair,
Eleanor Glastonbury said. She was saying this at about the same time that Dodge was saying it. And actually just outside the building where the guinea pig was saying it, as she was guarding the house where Lancer and Dodge lived.
The Black Pony of Darkness and Mary Cluckton have had us out here for ages, and they've not even bothered to contact us. There they are, off in Dream Valley, outside Paradise Estate. At least there's lots of space there for them to have a picnic or whatever they want to do.
Well, we must be patient, Eleanor, the Black Pony of Lightning said.
I'm sure that Mary knows what she's going to do. But after we guarded that rainbow in the shed for so long, I thought that she'd let us go home. The other helpers and Black Ponies were coping well enough while we were down on Earth guarding that. And where is the rainbow anyway? What the two of them hadn't noticed was that Dodge had pushed open the window and was listening. Well, Mary said that she'd left it down by where the Paradise Land rainbow should be. It's all rolled up and tied up, because since all of the ponies are locked up, they won't be able to get hold of the rainbow anyway. So there's nobody guarding it. Do you hear that, my dear Stoner?
Dodge inquired, turning to Lancer.
They say that the rainbow is not guarded. If I could sneak out past those helpers and Black Ponies who are outside our home, then I think that I will be able to send the rainbow down. And then Desiree will be able to get up the rainbow, and she will be able to free the rest of you. Somehow, I'm sure.
But that could be dangerous, Dodge, his owner said. You really need a pony to come with you.
But no pony is going to be able to get past those black fences that they've put up everywhere, the ones that they're talking about, because if I know the Black Ponies well enough, which I think that I do, unfortunately, they will be very strong. And none of the ponies who have had their buildings guarded by Black Ponies and Black Pony helpers are going to escape, are they? There might just be the chance that one magical Ponyland guinea pig will be able to escape, though. One magical Ponyland guinea pig with a lovely black nose and lots of rosettes in his fur coat. And that one magical Ponyland guinea pig is Dodge. I mean me. So, I won't go down there today, though, because I don't like going out in the dark. And it's now dark for the day. And so I think that I will go tomorrow. I think that we ought to leave it until Monday, Dodge. After all, Desiree might find a way to get up here, and I'd never forgive myself if I'd send you off to go and get help and something happened to you. We'll only do that as a last resort. If Desiree doesn't find a way up here over the weekend, then I'll allow you to go, but not before then.
Oh, come on, my dearest honor. It's a chance for me to save all of the ponies again, and that really would be lovely.
Well, if Desiree doesn't find a way up here over the weekend, then I think you're going to have to, Dodge. I think it will be our last chance.
I know. I think that it will be. I haven't had any cucumber cake for days. I wonder how Twinkle is feeling without any celery tarts, 'cause I bet he hasn't got any either. I hope that they're feeding him all right, and that all of the other ponies in Ponyland have got enough food. I wonder if the Ponyville ponies have been captured.
I wish that the telephone was still working, because then I could find out. As it is, we don't know how any of the other ponies in Ponyland and Ponyville are.
Well, now that we know why Desiree hasn't been up here, we know that the black ponies and their helpers have taken the rainbow away, meaning that she can't get up to Ponyland. We know that there is hardly any chance of her coming up here and saving us, and so if by Monday she hasn't gotten up here, then I will have to go and send the rainbow down to Earth and go and get her. And then Desiree and I will be able to come up the rainbow together and free you all.
I just hope,
Dodge murmured to himself as he walked away from Lancer up to the other end of his owner's bed,
that by Monday it isn't too late.
It wasn't too late on Monday, but Dodge didn't go down to Earth on the 27th of February. His owner didn't want him to. He wanted to hang on, just in case Desiree did find a way to get up to Ponyland, as he didn't want his guinea pig risking his life. It was Tuesday night now, the 28th of February, and Dodge was really beginning to worry. His owner wouldn't let him go, but he knew that all of the ponies in Ponyland would starve if he didn't go soon.
You won't have to let me go, my dearest honor.
Dodge pleaded.
I would love to be able to save everybody. And anyway, it's going to be too late if you don't let me go. I promise I'll be very careful.
But Lancer did not let his guinea pig go down to Earth that night. He said that if Desiree didn't come the following day, then he would let his guinea pig go. He would let him go down tomorrow if Desiree hadn't arrived by 6:30 p.m. He knew that that was the very longest that the ponies would be able to wait for Desiree. And so, if she didn't come by then, Lancer would have to let Dodge travel down to Earth and try to find Desiree, and hope that together they would be able to save the ponies. But of course, on his way down to Earth, the guinea pig would have to pass many black ponies and their helpers. And if he got caught, he and his owner hated to think what might happen to the little black-nosed guinea pig.
I am sorry, my dearest honor, but this is getting ridiculous.
It was Tuesday the 7th of February, and Lancer had still not let his pet guinea pig go down to Earth to get help.
Even we are running out of food, and some of the other ponies may not have had so much food in the first place. They will all starve to death if I don't go now. Desiree will not come on her own. Somebody has got to go and repair the rainbow and bring her back up here.
And so Lancer finally agreed that Dodge could go down to Earth.
I do believe that we have a serious problem,
Sparkle said.
The rainbow has been missing for a long time now, I really don't think that it's ever going to return.
No, neither do I,
Splodge answered. Well, I'm beginning to agree with you, Desiree said. But we must get up to Ponyland somehow. I'm still hoping that there's a way. But now, I don't think that that's very likely. Dodge crept through the huge house. He walked down the curved stairway and walked into the ballroom. He knew that down in one corner was a hole in the floorboards, and through this hole he would be able to get outdoors without opening the front door and alerting any black ponies or helpers that may be outside. When he got outside, though, he found that just Eleanor Glastonbury and the Black Pony of Lightning were standing on guard, and so it was quite easy for the small black-nosed guinea pig to slip underneath one of the iron gates at the opposite end to where the Black Pony of Lightning was standing and creep silently into the night.
Celery tart! Are you quite sure that that was like my last celery tart?
Yes, I'm afraid to say it was, Twinkle's owner replied.
We've just got to, get out of here and get down to Earth and get some help, you know?
But there is no way. There's a lot of black pony helpers outside, and 2 or 3 black ponies as well. There is no way that we can escape, Twinkle.
Then Celery tart, we just gotta, hope that, someone else escapes and gets some help. Otherwise, I think we're, doomed.
Dodge trotted through the silent streets of Paradise Land. He could only hear his own paws padding along the dusty ground and his own heartbeat, which sounded louder than the rain that had been tapping on his owner's windows a couple of weeks before. Everything was eerily silent. In front of each house stood a huge black iron gate, which was locked, meaning that none of the ponies could get out. He saw a few hopeful faces look out of their windows as they saw him trotting down the road towards where they knew the rainbow should be. By the time he got to his destination, where the rainbow should have been, and found the coiled up rainbow laying by the side of a huge hole, he was shivering with fear.
I am so tired,
he said to himself.
I think I shall just go to sleep and continue my journey tomorrow. After all that time that my owner has made me stay safely in his bedroom, one more night can't make much of a difference. And surely, after I've had some sleep, I shall be more alert tomorrow, and more able to get Desiree and save all of the ponies.
And so, Dodge climbed into the warmth of the coiled-up rainbow, and as he snuggled down, he began to dream of everything that he hoped would happen tomorrow. Dodge waited until it had got dark the following day. When he finally dared to crawl out of the coiled-up rainbow, it was 7:45 in the morning. The guinea pig began to uncoil the rainbow with his nose, pushing it along a little bit at a time, and then, as it went over the edge of the hole, the rainbow began to glow brightly and shot down to earth. Meanwhile, in other parts of Ponyland, the other rainbows began to glow, attracted towards the first like magnets, and soon all of the rainbows were back in place. Of course, Dodge had no way of knowing about this either. All of the black ponies and their helpers were in the Black Pony of Darkness's castle, which was a good thing, as of course if they'd seen the rainbows they probably meaning that Dodge would be trapped down on Earth. They may still do this, unless Dodge had already finished talking to Desiree. The guinea pig raced down where he knew the black pony's rat friends lived.
Oh no, now for another problem.
He cried.
How do I get into the house?
Just by chance, though, Desiree was in her kitchen. She looked down the garden and saw the rainbow glowing brightly at the bottom. She opened up the back door. The rainbow's back, she said to herself in amazement. I'll have to go out to Ponyland. But not tonight, it's too dark. She began to close the door again.
Desiree! Desiree, I'm out here!
Who said that? Desiree asked.
It's me, Dodge. I'm down on the patio, but I can't get up this step into your house. Can't you just lift me up?
Desiree looked down and saw the little black-nosed guinea pig looking back at her. She picked him up and took him inside, closing the back door firmly behind her. Dodge explained the situation of the previous 4.5 weeks. We shall have to go up there tomorrow, Desiree said, and try to save the ponies.
We certainly shall have to do that,
Dodge said.
After all, I don't want something terrible to happen to my honor. I know how I'd feel if I was you, Dodge,
Splodge said. He was standing next to his brother on the settee, with his friend Sparkle by his side. So we will go up there tomorrow and try to save my brother and his owner and all of her friends and all of the other ponies in Ponyland. And does anybody know what's happening in Ponyville? Sparkle asked. Dodge looked sadly back at him. Unfortunately not, he said simply. They didn't actually get back up the rainbow, though, until Friday the 10th of March 2006, and not until 7:15 p.m. at that. Desiree looked around Ponyland and saw what a terrible situation all of the ponies were in. This is how everything has been for that long? Desiree said. I am afraid that is the truth, Dodge said sadly. Desiree was quite worried to think what might have happened to the little ponies inside all of the buildings. We must get them all out tonight, Desiree said. Now that I've finally got up here, we must get them out.
But how are we going to do all of it tonight? We'll never get it all done ourselves.
I think we ought to go to Ponyville and see what's happened there. At least then we'll know the scale of the problem. They ran back down the rainbow that they had come up, leading to Paradise Land, and back up the rainbow that led up to Ponyville, and were quite surprised to see that nothing had happened in Ponyville at all. They raced to the door of the house where their friend Pinkie Pie lived. Desiree knocked on the door, and strangely, it opened, although their friend was nowhere to be seen. Hello? Sparkle called out. Is anybody home? There was no reply. Desiree, Sparkle, Splodge and Dodge began to think that maybe one of the black ponies or their helpers had opened the door and would jump out on them at any moment. But then a familiar face peered around the doorway to her bedroom. It was Pinkie Pie.
I didn't expect to see you far here at this time of night. But then, I didn't expect to see any of the ponies from Ponyland anyway. They seem to all be in a bad mood with us. So I'm very surprised that you've come, Dodge. What do you mean, we're all in a bad mood with you? All of the ponies in Ponyland are in a bad mood with the Ponyville ponies? I've never heard such a stupid remark. Well, there's no other reason that I can see at least that none of you have come to visit us in the last 5 weeks. The reason, my dearest friend, is that the Black Pony of Darkness is back. We are all locked in our own houses. We could hardly come to Ponyville.
Cucumber cake, sometimes I think that the residents of Ponyville are so stupid.
Be quiet, Dodge, Desiree said, and quickly explained their problem. The Ponyville ponies all agreed to come and help them, and by 7:30 they were all busy freeing the ponies in Ponyland. They knocked down the iron gates one by one, and as each group of ponies who had been locked in each building was freed, they started to help as well. And so the work was done quicker and quicker, until every single pony was free. They had all gathered in the field outside Paradise Estate, which had had the most iron fences around it, and so had been the hardest to free the ponies from, which meant that the most ponies had been needed to help.
It is like so strange. I can hardly believe our luck. Look, the black ponies and their helpers have all gone away, and like all of the ponies who live in Ponyland and in Ponyville are safe. And I assume you went to Butterfly Island and saw how all of those ponies were?
Yes, we did, Twinkle.
And I am pleased to say that all of the ponies on Butterfly Island are safe as well.
They didn't come with us, though. Anyway, we didn't think that we'd need their help. Now that there are over 300 ponies in Ponyville who are willing to come and help us.
Also, Larry, Todd, I'm just like so happy that they're all safe. How come they're all alright anyway? I would have thought that they would have all run out of food by now, you know. Am I right? Yes or no? Or what do you think?
Well, I would have thought so.
How did you survive?
With no food.
The ponies all tried to speak together, and after a while it transpired that all of the ponies who worked in the shops in Paradise Land had managed to pass their groceries over the fence at their back garden to their next door neighbours, and so on, spreading the food all over Ponyland.
Well, that is a good thing,
Dodge said.
I just wonder where the black ponies and their helpers are now.
Well, wherever they are, his owner replied. I doubt if they're very happy. And all of the ponies laughed together in the field outside Paradise Estate.
I said that we should have stayed outside the buildings. We should have guarded them and made sure that none of the ponies escaped.
Mary clucked and shouted at all of the other helpers and black ponies, who were gathered around her having a meeting in the Black Pony of Darkness's castle, when the Black Pony of Darkness had thought he'd heard a noise, run upstairs, looked through his telescope, and seen that all of the ponies were happy and laughing outside Paradise Estate.
Well, I'm sorry, Mary. I didn't know, did I?
Eleanor Glastonbury replied.
How was I to know they'd all escape? We had those huge iron fences up all round their buildings. Who on earth got the rainbow back down to earth?
That is a point, Mary. I wonder who it was, the Black Pony of Lightning said.
Well, that is another one of our mysteries that will probably never be solved,
the Black Pony of Darkness said.
We will never know everything about the My Little Ponies. There are far too many Black Pony mysteries for my liking.
I agree with you there,
the Black Pony of Nightmares said.
In fact, I think we really ought to try to solve some of them.
Oh, still? Helper number 14 said, walking into the room. Still trying to solve all your mysteries?
We sure are, Katie. We sure are, the Black Pony replied. Well, one day all of our mysteries will be solved. And also, one day, all of the ponies' dreams will be painted away.
All of the black ponies cackled their evil cackle and decided to have a party to make themselves feel happier about what they had lost.
Our black paint may stand on that shelf over there now, but one day we will capture some of the My Little Ponies.
And one day, the number of pots of paint will go down, the Black Pony said to himself, eating a large... slice of cake which had been dyed black with food colouring. And the number of black ponies in our lovely little group will go up. I seem to have no trouble recruiting new helpers. After all, even though our new 5 helpers didn't come up with a very good plan this time, maybe next time they will, as they've agreed to become full-time black pony helpers. So maybe, as Mary says, one day all of the ponies' dreams will be painted away. And the black pony walked back to the other black ponies and their helpers, and began to ask all of the humans who were already helpers if they knew of any humans on Earth who might be willing to help the black ponies, making it even less likely that the black ponies and their helpers would ever be defeated. My little pony, soon we'll be together again. My little pony, hope you keep smiling till then. I hope you keep smiling till then.